Hi guys, it's me Karen, and we've come to do part 4 in Magical Dawn by Hanna Karlzon. And we are working on the bird here, the royal bird. And we're going to do his beak, and then the background, and some of the stickles that go on him in his decorative areas. So the beak I have finally decided we're going to do in black. So I've never really colored anything in black, that big, in any of the coloring books without using ink. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I have black tones. So we've got the first one, which is just the black pencil, which is 933 or 35. And then I have the shades, and I'm doing them in the cool gray tones because it's really close to the blue and I don't want to add any brown into it. Cool tones have got a blue undertone. So we've got them all in the 10, 20, 30, and 70% here. So 1059, 105, or 1060, 1061, and 1065. So we're going to attempt to do this. It's going to be interesting because I have never quite done this. What I want is a highlight in the center here, and we're going to kind of do some kind of highlighting down on this portion, and then I'm probably going to Posca something in here if it gets a little too dark. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay down kind of a light color here in kind of a soft curve, because I'm assuming his beak is curved. So we're going to put a curve in it with the lighter color first. Okay. Then we're going to go in with the next shade. So this is the 20%. Not going to be a huge difference between these two, but enough. I'm kind of angling it down because the beak goes in this direction and this direction, or I'm going to make it go that direction. And we're going to add that in on both sides, and then going down on this side. And I know that's really light because I can barely see it. I hope the camera is picking it up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go in with the third. This is a light coat, so we're going to find out how this works, and we're just lightly blending it in with the other one. And I'm going to pull it down a little further because our next step is the darkest gray. And then we will go in after that with the black. So we will find out how this all comes together. Like I said, these are very light pressure on this pencil, just to get down a base coat and see if I'm really liking it. And if I'm not, this would be the time to erase it and start over. I'm not going to do that. He's getting a black beak. Okay, just adding a little bit more of the dark gray here, just to kind of give myself a little bit more definitions so I know kind of where I'm going here. Kind of a smoky color. It's going to get a lot darker than that. Then we're going to put some of this down in here. And on this side. Kind of building up on the color. Okay, now we're going to do the scary part and bring in some of the black. So still working on a light pressure here. Going up at an angle to go up the side of the beak. Very lightly. In between the scallops, we're going to put darker pressure so it's heavy. And then a little bit more pressure so we can get some more color laid down here. I think we'll go over the little nose a bit. This didn't have to be so white. Still want it to be seen though. So we're going to kind of leave a light area around his beak there for a shine. So I just don't want to go past the little line I drew in. And I'm just going to keep adding the color until I get the color I want. Putting more pressure on it as needed. And going back up on this side too. I'll get in and around these little scallopy things. I'm going to make those a dark gray. Okay, going up the beak again. That got a little dark, but it's okay. We are going for black. Yeah, it's getting there. I want to make it really dark in the corners, so I'm going to put a little more pressure on it. I'm going to move the camera down a little bit so I can get down also. There we go. I'm going to work on this side over here. And I'm putting down a lot of pressure to get it to darker color over here in the corner of the beak. So a lot of pressure and then lightening it as I go up. So this is just going to take a bit of time because I'm just building it up and building it up. Trying to remember to leave my highlight. And then go back to this side. Stay in my lines. Really put pressure down here to get it the darkest I can get it, and then lighten it up again as I go up. So I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry this video is taking longer than I expected. And again, I'm really sorry about the lion video that I was going to put up. For some reason, I'm having a bit of problems with my computer. I tried to upload it, and it would get to like 41%, and then it would crash my computer, which isn't good. But I've found a couple of things I can do is I can upload videos actually from my phone. So I'm doing a test on that right now as we're speaking. See how long it will take to do that from my phone instead of my computer. I have the file on my computer for the lion thing, and it doesn't seem to have any problems when I play it straight from. Okay, sorry about that, but the camera quit filming, and as you can tell, I've done a little more work than the last portion you saw. And all I did after I put in the black was come in with the darkest gray, which was the 70%. And I just went around and darkened in these areas here. So I'm just going to go over what I did and brought it upward. Okay. And then I brought in the lighter color, which is, I'm going to go with the 10% here. I did go with the other one, but I need to color this portion in a little bit. I'm really sorry about that. My phone does not give me an indication when it decides to stop filming because the memory is full. I have all notifications turned off on my phone. I don't like it going off when I'm out and about and working. So I'm just kind of going over and rebuilding up my little curve of his beak here. Bringing the light into the dark, kind of darkening it up at the top. And I'm kind of just burnishing it to get the color in. And what we'll go ahead and do is work on the bottom. Same concept. I'm going all the way to the corner, but leaving, I think I'll just leave a color at the bottom and leave that little white line at the top. go down, and I'm going to bring that back down over here. So we'll just darken it down here. Anyway, when I was talking about the lion video, I'm going to try one more time to get it to upload on the computer. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try to put it back on my phone and see if I can get it to come in that way. So I'm still kind of trying to get it up. It's just becoming a thorn in my side. Well, I did go ahead and try the video again, and needless to say, it crashed my computer again, and there is some kind of corruption on it. I don't know how that happens, because I, just filmed it with my phone, and usually my phone does a good job. It somehow did something when I uploaded it to the computer, I assume. Like I said, I'm not techie. Anyway, so the rest of yesterday, when I was supposed to get this video up, was spent trying to figure out my computer. So my daughter had to help me with it because, as I said, techie is not my thing, but it is kind of hers. And we had to go in, and she's really good at it. She can go in and just change the coding and stuff, and that's what she was doing and fixing it, and got the computer up and running again. And on top of that, it's probably running better than it was running before. But one of the things we did have to do was totally delete that lion video. So it is now toast. But at least my computer is working, so I'm happy about that. It's working kind of slow, but at least it's working. So I can download at least this video and get it finished for you, because I was having a bit of a problem with that. But it got fixed. So I'm just kind of blending it here now with the white, getting all those grays together and kind of burnishing it a little bit. And I'll work at that for a bit, trying to get rid of all of the little lines. So we'll be going back and forth with the black pen and the gray pens and see if we can get rid of all of that little white stuff just by pressing darker. Getting all those taken care of. Pressing darker. It's pressing harder, sorry. Yesterday took a toll on me. So I don't know if you've ever had to redo well, we did a diagnostic, and then we did a defragment, and then we did a couple of upgradings, and like I said, going through each and every file and deleting pieces of stuff that didn't need to be in there. And then of course, Windows always loves to upgrade itself, so sometimes when it does that, it puts stuff on your computer you do not need. And of course, I don't know all that. Jenna does, so boom, 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 she got rid of it all for me. But my computer is like 10 years old, so it's probably time to upgrade anyway. I'd like to hold that off as long as possible, though. Okay, I'll keep working at it, but I've got it mostly smooth. But I want to get on with the next part, and I don't know if I have those pencils out, but I've got a couple of them. I'm going to, in this area here, go around with some of the yellow and give him kind of a golden marking on this side. So this one here is just the orange, yellowed orange, and we're going to do it like we did the bottom piece down here and give him some highlights. I don't have all the pencils out for this one, but it's the same process. We'll put a little Canary Yellow in there, and we'll put some of the red. And I think I have to get out the pencils, and that'll take a while. Anyway, we want to finish his background too. I'm going to lighten that just up a little bit. I'm going to use the Posca in there also. Give him a little more highlights. So let's see if I got anything in the yellow out here. That's yellow ochre, so that's not going to help. Get out the pencils and see what we have. Okay. Here we've got the Canary Yellow. When you're working on your computer and it's on your desk, you kind of have to put everything else away. That's what I did. And then we need, it was a Tuscan Red. It's crimson. I'm not finding it. Oh, hold on. Okay, here's the Tuscan Red, and we're just going to add it in down here on both sides. You can probably blend that right in here with the black and get any extra spots that we didn't get. And I think that's good enough. Gives him his little coloring. Darken this down here. Always find things to play around with. Okay, so we are going to ink the background or use pastels. I'm not sure. I got to figure out the color. Now, I gotta get you up high enough to see the background too. This does not want to go up. All right. And sorry about the clicking noise. There we go. The pencil's out of the way. Top of the page. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to put some blue in up here and maybe some pink here and then blue back down here. We're going to kind of do it in kind of the splotchy look. So we'll get out both the, that's not the one I want. Salty Ocean. Nope, 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 nope. Where's the blue? Not very well organized here. Sorry about that. Stormy. Here we go. Broken China and Victorian Velvet. And we have a little distress tool for the velvet one and one for the other one. And I'm going to just kind of blotch it in, and then we'll splatter some water on it, and then we'll come back in and do the stars and stuff. So we will start with the blue one, and we'll go ahead and start down at the bottom and take the plastic sheet, put it under here, and I'll start on this edge. We'll just kind of bring the blue up and out a little bit. That's okay, it got in there a little bit. It adds a little bit of shadowing. This is going to be the tricky part. Okay. There we go. I got a little on the page, but that's okay. And then we're going to go up to the top of this crowny area. And we're going to put a little in here. So it kind of goes through the crown. And then on the outside. I'm just using a very light touch here to lay that ink down, by the way. So we don't want a bunch of blotches, but we do want some, because I am going to put water on it. Like I said, we want to stay away from his little fluffle thingies. And just get some of that down. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the Victorian Velvet around in this area. Blend the two colors together a little bit. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to take the water, which is just in the distress bottle. Okay, we're going to keep the plastic behind here. Going to get our little washcloth. We'll start on this side, and we're just going to spray some of the water and get it wiped off. And we get this nice little splattered effect here, and it stands out more when it dries. If we get enough water on this part, we can get some of that lifted off that page there too. There we go. All right. Okay, that's enough of that. We're going to let that dry. I think we need a little bit more right here. There. So wherever you don't like the effect, or if it's too dark, whatever, you just add a little water and wipe it up. It lifts the water-based paint up. And I'm going to let it dry because it needs to dry. And I'm going to get some white paint, and I'm going to splatter it around here, and then we're going to add the Stickles. Okay, I've decided we're going to go ahead and do the Stickles first. So what I'm using is the diamonds. Kind of gives it a gold look, and since we are a regal bird, we're going to have a regal coloring. So we're going to go to the top of the crown, and we're just going to fill in the gems that are in here. And when I put it down, I just put it in the area, and then I kind of use the nozzle to push it around a little. One, you don't want really big dots on here that stick up. It does dry flatter than most glitter glues do, but it still has some dimension in it, and we want to keep the dimension down. So I'm just going to do it on all the gems and the little dots that are here. And it adds a really nice shimmer to it. Okay. And at the end of the video, I will show you a picture, and it'll show all of this part. Said we were going to do those arches too. So we'll just go like that along the side. I'll probably put a little bit of coloring up in the top one and then add some stickles to it. I just didn't have the time to do that yet. So we were going to go down here and put these in the triangles and give those some bling. And then these little triangles down here. I'm just going to put dots on them because you can't really tell. I mean, you don't really need to be that particular. They're kind of funny shaped triangles anyway. And then in these funny little dudes down here, I'm going to go ahead and just do a circle on all of these. He is really going to be one glittery royal bird. Okay, so his whole chest will have the glitter. The bar here will have the glitter. His crown will be all glittered. And then I might add some up here in the purple. Just the little collar area there. His face will remain plain, but I will put some white Posca in here. And then I will put some white splatters on the background, and that's just done with the matte paint, a little water, and a paintbrush. I've done it before on other videos, so you can just look at my channel and go back a couple. You will see how that's done. And I will also put the stickles in the stars, the moons, and the little dots that are out here. So that'll be it, and I will show you the finished picture at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm sorry that this video is all chopped up. It'll get better. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now.